everybody. Grand Rising. Hope everybody slept well. I know it's early. Those that are up are up. So those that are probably, whether you work at home or you're on your way to work, getting ready for work, here's some intuitive guidance to help your day flourish all the more. Let's see what the Creator has in store for my collective today. Anybody has any questions, put it in the comment section. Yeah, put it in the comment section. I will be giving one free card read if you have a question. Yeah, because I want to say, like, you people need to be very, very careful. You see those of us that are on here doing this, it's just more like guidance, so there's no agenda. But I was guided to let people know that you have to be careful because there are people on here that are solely doing it to trap individuals. Because once you give them access, say for instance, if you give someone access to a reading for you, yeah, they have to get consent. Anybody pulling your energy illegally, they're violating spiritual law. That's one thing. What people fail to realize is once you give these people access once, yeah, after you get that reading, you have to renounce or denounce that consent. Because if you don't denounce that consent, what's going to happen is these people can then play in your energy as they see fit. They can do whatever they want to. Do you understand? Especially if they see something in your future that takes their fancy, they can steal it from you. Do you understand? They can cause mishaps. This is what people fail to realize. This is what they're not telling you, but I will tell you. Do you understand? These are all things. Anything I'm telling you, yeah? Let's just say this. Anything I'm telling you, you can go and do the research and confirm it yourself. Do you understand? This is why, if you do choose to get readings from people, like I said, innit, always remember to denounce consent. Do you understand? Call back your energy. Because then once you start finding yourself, I don't know, for instance, say for instance, you've got a flourishing business, then all of a sudden things start to slow down or you start to feel like a lack of motivation. That's these people siphoning off of your shit. Do you understand me? They siphon for your sacral chakra. Do you understand? It's funny because there's a guy on here. Let me just say this before we get started. There was a guy on here, yeah, at the start of my spiritual journey, yeah, he was offering some type of guidance. And I just looked at the amount of people that went for it. Do you know what I mean? So I thought to myself, oh, maybe I need a mentor. And it wasn't even the price. What it was he wanted me. I had to go to where he is. But when I gave him my phone number, it's like the minute I gave this person my phone number, yeah, and I declined it purely because something in my soul said something ain't right. This nigga was a warlock. I'm not gonna say his name because he's already been exposed, and because I verified it, because I actually initiated, like I actually contacted him about the same thing. There's a lady on it that was exposing what he was doing. So you're sleeping with your clients. That's one thing, yeah. Number two, you're a raging narcissist. And the woman said, she made a very strong point of saying, yeah, this man wanted to have unprotected sex with her. That doesn't make any sense. Listen, how can you go from being massaged and having Reiki therapy to sex? I don't get it. So that's a clear sign of a demonic warlock, an energy vampire, plain and simple. But because I verified her story, because I did contact him, yeah, and it's really funny how the minute I gave this person my phone, he said he needed to speak to him on the phone. Word witchery. You can attach a cord through the goddamn phone. And especially the way how his voice was like, what's the word? Very. She like this man was trying to massage my spirit. Do you understand? Yeah. But it was also very seductive at the same time. And I'm thinking to myself now, God, what is this? It didn't feel right in my soul. I'm not stupid. Do you understand? It's not about the money. Had that been a genuine person, I would have paid the money. Do you understand? But these are the kind of people that you may say they collect souls. Do you understand? And what they choose to sacrifice, that's how they make their money. And it's really funny how they never had any male people coming to him for that. Pure women. Pure women. So clearly this dude know, or he must have clocked, yeah. I'm not in that category, but at the same time, I never said anything to him. Do you understand? I just didn't proceed with uh what do you call it, like this little care package he was offering. Do you know what I mean? And because I clarified this lady's story, which was true, it's the truth. This man targeted me, and I kid you not, collective. I swear to you, if you look back on some of my live videos, yeah, I was doing a live, yeah. He kept coming into my life because the minute he came into my life, I could feel it. He was projecting something at me. This man sat in my life and tried to choke me. He tried to spiritually choke me. Imagine I'm talking freely. Anybody knows me, I got a big mouth. Yeah, it might be controlled now, but I had a big mouth. Do you understand? So I speak my mind. Imagine I'm talking, yeah, started to form like my voice, my throat went a bit dry, so I drank some water, yeah. Could I swallow the water? Oh, hell no. It literally felt like someone squeezed my neck. And the thing about it is, imagine there's a lot of people in my chat, but for some reason, my spirit was homing on one account of a guy. The picture, from what I could see, he was like stood there like this, as if to say, like, I'm that guy or I'm the God type thing. Do you understand? And then the minute I rebuked it and I said the Pacific Psalms, he disappeared. Do you understand? He's come back in another live at another time, yeah. But I'd already protected myself before I started. So when he tried that shit again, I called him out straight away. 'Cause once you call out these demons, yeah, or whatever's in these vessels, yeah, they have no power. Do you understand? You have the authority and they have to listen to your word. You command that demon. You rebuke it. Do you understand? And return it back to the sender, period. And he's never come back in there since. But what I will say is, I know he's been getting people to target me. Do you understand? There's people that he did the work with, yeah, that he's put some type of illusion over because they're singing his praises. These people have systematically come onto my profile, jumped into my lives in my comment section, and have been gunning for me. They even went as far as some bitch with him tried to enter my dream state and tell me that I must bow to them and apologize. Bitch, you ain't got authority over here. Like, hello? I never gave you consent. But what I'm trying to say to you is their dirty tactics are even the fact that I had a phone call with him, yeah? In the spiritual realm, that's still some form of consent. We know that it's not, because that's like saying, oh, if you've got a grievance with someone, you speak to them like normal people do. But this is the kind of dirty tactics. Do you understand? That's forbidden. This is why I tell people, whoever you come into contact to, call back your power. Do you understand? This thing is rife, like, and they're using these platforms to do it, if that makes any sense. There's groups of these people on these platforms that have either a big following, whether they pay, some of the people, they pay for their followers. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah? Just because you may have 100,000 followers, that don't mean nothing. You could still have 100,000 followers, fake followers at that, bought followers. Followers don't confirm who you are. Do you understand? The work you put out. I'd rather have less followers, do you understand? And a high standard of work than have a million followers. And the majority of them is probably fake anyway, do you understand? And be stealing the people's shit. Do you understand? Because what he would do is he will siphon whatever talents you have from the people he's engaged with. Do you understand? And do all sorts. I don't really dig into that because I'm not of the darkness, point blank, period. If people choose to be that way, that's on them. Do you understand? But me, I'm protected, period. And I don't fear none of you. It took a whole gang of you people to come for me. And I still stood on 10, on my ones. Well, you thought I was on my ones. I walk 1,000 deep, baby. I walk 1,000 deep. But yeah, so just be mindful of these people on it. Especially the ones that come and say, oh, I just want to help you. Help me do what? You more like you want to help me out of my destined path. Do you understand? You want to help to take my ancestral wealth. You want to help yourself to bind to me. Spiritually, that's what they do. If you don't protect yourself, this is what they do. They bind themselves to you spiritually. God forbid if you choose to be intimate with these individuals. It's a wrap. This shit was done to me by someone who pretended to be my twin flame as bullshit. This man was a covert DL warlock in disguise who mirrored my energy. So I thought he was the other part of me. Lies. Do you understand? And I broke that shit. It wasn't easy neither. Some people don't survive these things. This is how deep it is. Cause once they drain you and they get the whole coven it's like they feed the whole coven with your energy. So they put you in some type of stagnancy, whether that be mentally, physically. You end up like a zombie. You end up like a zombie. Remember, I told you that after this abuse, I had agoraphobia. I literally couldn't speak. It's because of this covert DL warlock who took a contract to pursue a false relationship with me. That's one thing. Do you understand? That's neither. It is what it is. But knowing this person had a string of a Jezebel witches that he was messing around with, trying to contaminate and pollute my vessel. And yeah, I don't get it twisted. What the energy he stole, he had a good run with that shit. But I called my shit back. Everything you stole, known and unknown, I recall it back to me. So anything they build off your energy will collapse. And these are people that are still out here now trying to take credit for what I built from the ground up. Do you understand? How can you take credit for my birthright? This is part of my bloodline. There's a big difference. So these people on there that are not ordained to do this shit, they're the ones you need to watch out for. I'm telling you. And you're going to find out one way or another. So, but you was warned. So yeah, and your first perpetrators will be your own family. Let me make that very clear. And the thing about it is, this is another thing. Yeah, this is how you know these people are full of shit. Because yeah, all your information's in the description box. Yeah, when you go by spiritual law and you do it legally, these people don't. You cannot initiate anything with anybody. Do you understand? They have to come to you. These people don't play like that. This is how you know. This is how you tell the difference. Do you understand? Or they may try and trick you by sending a message into your DM saying, "Oh, I have a message from your ancestors or your past over loved ones, this, that, and the other. Can I offer you a read?" Or ask you something dumb like, "Oh, what's your star sign?" Don't fall for that. The minute you answer or you respond, even though we know that's not consent to attack somebody, that's what they're running with. But they're not going to tell you that. Do you understand? I'm telling you that. We're in 2026, guys. Do you know the amount of people that I've seen that I know this has happened to? Because I watched the pattern recognition of it. Do you understand? I just didn't expect me to be on that list. Do you understand? But it is what it is. I live to tell the tale. Call upon my ancestors of the highest form of white light. I actually put a shield of protection around me. Asset block. Or evil eye, negative eye projection, or any type of spell trying to attempt it to be done whilst I pull this energy on this line. I'll give you another story after what else did happen to me as well. It's a bit of a mad one. Let me just say that. It's a fun. Do you know what? At the time it wasn't funny, but I can laugh at it now. If that makes any sense. Spirit. Oh, there's a collective energy. What does a collective need to know? Yeah. Your wishes are coming true, or you're manifesting your wishes or your dreams. Wait. Excuse me. Oh. Now, Violet is. Hold on a minute. Hold on. No. Something that's new to the chat. I don't like to say it unless I'm absolutely sure. Violet is. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, so some of you, this is what you've manifested, or you are manifesting. This is what you're bringing into fruition. A counterpart. They're already here in the 5D. I think you're already connected in the 5D. Do you understand? But this is those that are destined for this, or those that was manifesting this. For some of you, let me just say this. You're having a replacement. Because the one before that, the one that went against you and tried to merge you, and do you understand? Tried to share your energy with the Jezebel witches. Disgusting. That's a whole nother TikTok too, guys. Yeah. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Period. It's literally like you're about to live your dream, or you are living your dream. You dream of freedom. Do you understand? No restrictions. Because these were the same people that was holding you back. Anytime you had anything going on good for you, and they'd have a look, they would then siphon it from you. Do you understand? Because they had a cord attached to you, and something in the spirit realm was still open. Like, when you get into dealing with people, yeah, it's for a certain period of time. Yeah, you have to wait until that time limit is over. But these people, with what they did, the action they took, the betrayals they did, they forfeited the union. They forfeited the union. That was their choice. So this is where, when you see people trying to spin the block, because there's a reason why you're called an X. Like I said, it can be a lesson or a blessing. You understand? Or a curse. Because sometimes these people do feel like curse. But that's what they do try to do to you. They try to curse you. And that's just another way to try and weaken you spiritually. Do you understand? Once they do things like that to you spiritually, it manifests down into the physical. So you always got to stay on your spiritual game, period. Protect yourself spiritually. Don't worry about the physical. Do you understand? Once you protect yourself spiritually, that will automatically manifest down into the physical. That makes any sense. And it's a lot. I get it. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, it is about raising the vibration of the earth. Some of us was born. Some of us was created for this reason. That is your path. That is your destiny. Do you understand? God doesn't come with confusion. So yeah, we got the your crown chakra. So that's like your psyche, your manifestation, and this is your sacral chakra. And this is why you can tell by these people, especially the ones that act really like lustful. Do you understand me? Or parade themselves very provocatively. That's a sex demon. And when you continue on in that, it turns into like a physical disease that you can't get rid of. These people are riddled with it. Let's be clear. So when you're seeing all these new STDs, don't believe it. That shit is spiritual. Remember. So yeah, some of you you're living your dream, your wishes are being fulfilled. This is the season when your dreams are gonna come true. Do you understand? So it's like don't let the bullshit going on in the outside world distract you from what you're doing. That's what they want. They want to distract you. So that you pay attention to all this made up bullshit that's going on in the world, yeah? And by you focusing on that, what you're doing is you're giving away your energy. Do you understand? It's like they want to suck people back into the matrix because they're losing control. Do you understand? They never had that authority in the first place. It's like they tricked people into giving up their free will or submitting their free will. That make any sense? Yeah. And the easiest way to do that is fear. Think about it. Why is it only Pacific times, dates, times, months, year? That's what you got to think about. Because they're doing this shit through numerology. And it's the shit they don't want people to know. This is why they messed up everything. The months of the year, the calendar, everything. They did that purposely to keep the planet at an imbalance. So they couldn't be like out of alignment. Is that what I want to say? Yeah, out of alignment. People fail to realize we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So yeah, this is why this is in the upright. So this is genuine love. But even if it's in the upright, how can I say this? In every given situation or whatever aspect or topic is in, the devil always sends in a mimic or a clone before, like an agent. You always get an agent coming before the real deal. That makes any sense? Do you understand? Again, for some of you, you're actually here to break generational curses off your bloodline. That maybe your parents wasn't strong enough to do so. And I mean that in the most respectful way because some of our parents are not here. Some of our parents were sacrificed. That's the truth for real. Do you understand? For whatever reasons. And he was sacrificed by the other partner. Do you understand? That's how that works. And this is why people are trying to get in certain bloodlines. It's not, there's nothing genuine in it. They don't have the right intentions. Their main intention is, yeah, to gain access to our ancestral wealth. This is why they mine for money, they mine for immaterial items. And I never thought I would see the day like where people don't honor their vows. But here we are. Knight of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, people got a lot to say out here. As per usual. I'm seeing a lot of gossip. Because blue is throat chakra. Yeah. So this is my collective walking away from what doesn't serve them. I'm also seeing it as these demonic warlocks and demonic Jezebel witches. They're being exposed, that's for one. So their reign of terror is over. So they're actually unhinged. Some of them want to fight. That's brave, isn't it? Anyway, but yeah. You open up once you heal, that's what I'm saying. These people like to keep you unhealed because that benefits them. Do you know how much power there is in forgiving and letting go and healing? That's why green's out. Green is your heart chakra. Do you understand? So you're open to receive what's rightfully yours. But they want to keep it closed so that you can't receive it. So then they can siphon it for themselves. Do you understand? Don't let them do it. So yeah, you're in Princess of Cups energy, male or female. It doesn't really matter because tarot is gender neutral. And then we got the Ace of Cups. So these are either people waking up, yeah, and cutting off. They're realizing that it's like the because the frequency was raised, yeah, where they might have had people under some type of illusion. That's been broken, basically. Do you understand? So people's probably waking up thinking, who the hell are you? Do you understand? Because they was put under some type of illusion in the first place for these people to obtain what they did. Do you understand? And you can see it happening. And listen, anybody that entered into any type of commitment, yeah, that they wasn't supposed to be with, like these people are the kind of people. Say for instance, I have a new kingdom spouse. These demonic individuals, yeah, will try and find out who it is. Do you understand? Or they go into the 5D and find out who it is. And then try and present themselves to the individual impersonating my energy. Does that make any sense? And whilst they're doing that, they'll be sending that person spell work to make that person think of them. Yeah. This shit is rife, I'm telling you. These are a vile, nasty set of individuals. They're not even individuals at this point. They're just demonic skin suits. Because now, whatever it is that they've conjured up, whatever it is that they chose to lay down with, and some of these people want to be having sex with like 4,000-year-old demons. Like, are you mad? I've been seeing one woman that says, yeah, what is it? That she regularly has sex with the devil. Are you okay? Do you understand? But yet, though, you're on platforms portraying yourself as of light, and you're lying. Do you understand? And when you call these people out, ooh, but that's your authority. Do you understand? They have to depart. They don't have no. It doesn't matter if they've got 1 million followers. They have no power. Do you understand? But don't let their fake status intimidate you. If anything, they're terrified of you because they know the actions they took for why they are. They know what they gave up, basically. So they know they're powerless. Do you understand? But because there's so many of them and they all kind of flock up and group together, even engage in orgies together. hmm But I'm not going to tell you that, but I will. Yeah, told you. Do you know what I would say? You using like you stepping into who you are, stepping into your birthright wholeheartedly without any fear, is burdening these people. Because this is the solar plex and the sacral chakra. That's those two colors, yeah? So what that tells me is, for a lot of you, is like you're utilizing your gifts the right way, if that makes any sense. Or you're kind of getting to know your gifts. Do you understand? But at the same time, you're not using it to abuse others. You can't do that. That will never end well. And these people are finding out. Not that they admit it. That's so much pride they have. That's so much ego they have. They will never admit it. But you can see it in the actions and the way they move. I like the way she moves. Dun, 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 dun. I like the way she moves. That's really joking. I'm known do it. I'm known for my sense of humor, so don't worry about it. But yeah. So basically, you had to battle, but you did it. That's the thing, isn't it? It was a thing where they was hoping that with all the heavy burdens that was on you, they was hoping and that would just make you give up. Do you understand? And because they've done it so many times and everybody's folded for whatever reasons, I'm not going to judge anybody for that, because you never know what people are experiencing or what they're having to endure. Do you understand? Anybody you see judgmental, stay far from them. Because 9 times out of 10, they're a devil in disguise. Even after all what I've had to experience, I still don't judge people. I know myself. Do you understand? And that's how I proceed forward. Because I know when you judge people, you keep gossiping about people or acting like you're better than people, you're in for a rude awakening. And like how we got social media now, 9 times out of 10, that shit's going to be televised. You get what you put out. And these people have been putting out bullshit for far too long, and they need to take the consequences for their own actions. What are they doing to avoid them receiving a comment for the shit they put out? They find more vulnerable individuals to push it onto. Yeah. And then they're the same ones that were trying and say, see, I told you there was nothing. I told you it never amount to nothing. I told you there was a bum. That's those people. Anybody that wants to spend 12 hours out the day gossiping, slandering, and lying on people, you better run for the hills. The same way they're slandering that person, doesn't matter how close you think you are to that individual, yeah? Once your back is turned, they will do you exactly the same way. Always happens. It's like these people walk on with like a air of superiority. Yeah, these people have no strength. Well, I'm also seeing this is another way how they was getting people, yeah? They was getting people with lust. So they would do it, they would like do spell work on someone or send like an energy towards you. So if you suddenly find yourself out the blue thinking of like sexual encounters, even thinking about this individual, that's magic. They use that in order for you to come to them type thing. Some of them can come to you, but in some cases, they can't because you outrank them. They're never going to tell you, they're never going to admit to that. Especially when you know your spiritual ranking. They'll never tell you that. I'm telling you that. So this is what they do. They then siphon from your sacral chakra. Do you understand? This is why they like doing things like spiritual RAPE. They love that. They get off on that. These people, I trigger warning, These people do it to children too. Yeah. Which is really their preferred method, really. Do you understand? Because it's the innocence, it's the potency. So anyone you see that likes to have a like a rotation of whether it's men or women, yeah, that's a telltale sign to look out for. So what they do is they attach to your sacral chakra, they drain you, yeah, and then they try. Cause this is universe, and they get you hemmed up in some way, shape, or form, or they line you up for some type of sacrifice because that's what they get paid for. Do you understand? And that's after they've systematically gone on a smear campaign to tear you down first. Someone's trying to stop me from talking. I rebuke your ass. You ain't got shit over here. Sorry. You have no party over here. It's my shit. Because they know that your heart has to be open in order for you to pull in the things that you desire in life. Some of you may be in the King of Coins, and maybe some of you's manifesting some type of uh funds. It could be for whatever reason, but you know what another thing is? Keep it to yourself. Don't make the mistakes that I did. Do you understand? Believing people supported my dreams. They didn't. It's literally like I was giving them the uh the keys to sabotage, and they did exactly that. And that's another thing I had to learn. And it's fine. So yeah, the could be a Gemini. I'm seeing Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, the Hanged Man, and the Strength card. Yeah, Gemini, double Gemini actually. So this tells me this is like it's literally like these covens are like recruitment agencies that they deal with them trickery. It's like they like to trick people into some type of contract or consensual action that's binding, that's in the benefit of you, but it benefits them lucratively. Do you understand? Some of you may actually be this King of Coins, like you're in your boss daddy energy, male or female. Do you understand? But what I can say is you're balanced in the sense of you utilize it in the right way. If that makes any sense. So you like you don't overdo it. You don't tear people down. You don't trod on people to make yourself feel better. You call a spade a spade. You call things out for what they are. And I've noticed that as well. The minute I was calling things out, do you understand? They hate that. But yeah, these are the same individuals that act or portray they're of truth. That's a lie, clearly. Do you understand? Because how come what you're saying be truth, but I'm not supposed to have an opinion? I'm supposed to just go along with it. They hate that. They don't like people that challenge them. They don't like people that ask questions. It's like they expect you to just listen and believe every word. In fact, they expect you to hang off their every word. These are people that have an inflated sense of ego and entitlement. these are the same kind of people, and this is twisted, that literally believe they own people and they have the right to own and dictate how somebody lives their life. But yet, these are the same people that can't control nothing on their own vessel. How does that make any sense? But yet, though, they want to boast and brag about what they have, but they're not going to tell you. That's what they stole and siphoned from other people. Do you understand? But I will. Always and forever. Dun, 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 dun. And I realize it now, innit? The simple fact that they wasn't able to take up my collective, they're realizing now they batted for the wrong team. And that's fine. It is what it is, but there's no backtracking. So when you think about it cognitively, yeah, the things they do triggers like your thought process in the sense of, depending on how you're guided, you'll be shown these people did the same shit verbatim, perpetually. And it's literally like every cycle they've kept doing the same thing, repeating it. They've gotten worse and worse and worse. So forgiveness does not mean reconnection. Do you understand? Forgive them and leave them over there. Leave them to sit in the choices they made. Because what we're not going to do, my collective, is carry burdens that don't belong to you. Do you understand? It's your time to live. For some of us, we've been doing this our whole life. Do you understand? And in the minute you put yourself first, it's a crime. That's these people. We've sacrificed enough. God said enough's enough. Do you understand? So these people think that they can like bully and like told you. When your heart is weighed, that's what makes you a star. When your heart is weighed, and obviously you know who you are in it. These people pretend to be this, but they can never fulfill the duties it takes to be that. Do you understand? So they go from platform to platform and they will go to like 10, 20 different people and steal something from all of these people, put it into one and present themselves as that. Do you understand? But now they're being exposed. So because they have these organizations, yeah, that have certain pools, yeah, most of these people built their platforms off of content they stole from others. Because what I've been seeing a lot as well, collective, yeah, we know who the stars are. The ones that they're trying to hold back, the ones that they're trying to suppress. But yet, though, these people will steal what you've done, yeah, and they get 1 million views, whilst yours will barely get one. So that kind of tells you, and it's really funny. I knew this was coming. I just didn't want to speak it. I knew it was coming. I'm seeing it more and more. Do you understand? I know it was done to me. And when they can't stop you, they do shit like block your account. Or they find people that work on these platforms, yeah, to mess with your algorithm deliberately to suppress your views out of sheer jealousy and envy. But you're a star. People know you're a star, and they don't like that. Because some of you, they didn't want you to see you as a star. And it's because of your heart. A heart that these people don't have. They might pretend to very, very well, but they can't keep it up. They can't keep up the act. It's literally like, how can I say? They're like a Cinderella in the demon world, in a sense of they have like a timeline. Do you understand? And in the minute they get behind closed doors, the mask drops. They can't keep up this fake act. And another way that they do their tactics, yeah, is by smearing the target's name, lying on them. But they will never say that to that person's face. You see me? After anything I speak, I will say it to your face. No problem. And they know this. This is why their first act of denial is, oh, they're crazy. Look at the pattern of it. Look at the pattern of the people that they've deemed crazy. Look at the dates and the times that you see people walk around looking a certain way. Why is this always after certain full moons? Huh? Check it. So yeah. Yeah. Collective, you're a money magnet. It's literally like you're a walking money tree, and red is your root chakra. So it's like anywhere you go, anywhere your feet take it, wherever actually scratch that. Wherever you're guided to go, in whatever vicinity, in whatever shape or form, is abundance. Basically, it's like it rains money. This is why these people wanted to keep you isolated. This is why these people wanted people to like not listen to you. This is why they was getting people to attack you relentlessly. And what did you do? The more they attacked you, whoops, the more you went with him. Do you understand? It's like you just went silent. But they didn't expect that, you see. They expected you to come out swinging. So if these people are holier than thou, that's even in the Bible about gossip and slander. So how can these people portray that they're holier than thou? But that's how they conduct themselves. Think about it. And this is people, I got people in churches attacking me too because I've been exposing their asses. It is what it is. Do you understand? They hide behind the Bible to do their devil worship. Do you understand? They even weaponize the Bible against people. But yet they expect you to give them all your money. So they can live and you can decline. Think about it. Yeah. They're mad that you're not in heartbreak. Because Three of Swords is heartbreak, yeah? So you're not in heartbreak, you're not anxious. And this is also how you know, yeah, because some of you see if you have like digestion problems, or if you suffer with like anxiety, that's your body telling you you're unbalanced in some way, shape, or form. Or it's confirming these attacks. Because they have to keep you in that frequency in order to siphon from you. Does that make any sense? But now this is them. I know, do you know what? Collective, I know this because I experienced this myself. I just didn't know that's what it was. Do you know what I mean? I thought because of my drug and alcohol addiction, this is the outcome. I thought it was because I used to drink white rum. Do you understand? And it burnt up all my insides, basically. Do you understand? But it may have been like a to a degree, do you understand? But it was also a combination of the two. Because how can I be told that I'll have to take this medication for the rest of my life? And God was like, no, listen to me. I was guided to do certain things. I did that. And within 2 years, actually it took a year. You have to kind of like do it slowly because I was on about 8 different medications. I kid you not. And this is what they're not going to tell you. Because when you take these medications, yeah, there's something in these medications that either build up some type of calcium on like your consciousness. So it's like literally like it detaches you from your own awareness, like it detaches you from your spiritual side of your vessel. That make any sense? Yes. It makes you like null and void. hmm And for them, you're easier to control. Do you understand? That means you have zero discernment. Listen, I was on some. I give you a little story here. I was on this I think it was like some type of antidepressant and metazapine. Don't touch that shit. Because every time you'd wake up here, why would your tongue, and I don't drink, that's the thing. I've been sober for years. Why would I wake up? You know, when you go out and you have like a bender, and then the next day you've got a nasty taste on your tongue. That's how I felt when I woke up. Literally. And then I have to literally physically pry my eyes open. So whatever it was affecting not only my vessel, it was affecting my mouth and my eyes. That's two of many of our spiritual gifts. Just depending on where you got the black booty spot. Check it out too. There's a woman on there that's telling people about their spiritual gifts through their beauty spots. hmm That's a whole another chat too. So yeah. And when I stopped taking it, I had anxiety through the roof because I had an anxiety medication in it and a sedative as well as an antidepressant. So it kept me totally detached. Do you understand? It was at the point of I was just a walking dummy. I have to just be honest. I was just a walking dummy. Like, check this out. Someone could lie in my face, yeah. My case wasn't even working. That's how bad it was. It was blocked because of it. Someone would come and lie to me and say that they ain't got no electric. And I would give them last £10 so they can have electric. Shit like that. It was like a repetitive cycle. So not only was I always left without, I was always left struggling. So I was always left in that stressful energy, which has made my illnesses worse. Do you understand? Then they started to increase the antidepressants to so say make me feel better, and it's just making it worse. It made me suicidal. I kid you not. And then these people were doing spell work. They what they do, they stalk you. They watch you through your devices, yeah. Wallahi, I kid you not, yeah. I never forget. Before I left the last area I was at, this is a little story, yeah. This is how bad it was. And I had agoraphobia. Now me, I used to go raving, I used to go roller skating, everything, right, bike riding on my own. I was a very outgoing individual. So for me to be the total opposite, something ain't right. Like I physically could not go past the gate. It's like my heart was beating so fast. It's like my heart was in my eardrums. I kid you not. That's what it's like. And it's like your belly does somersaults. Every step is literally like your legs turn to jello. It's like you have no. Yeah, recently I've read Mr. Soul. I was talking like that. I can laugh now, but at the time it wasn't funny. It was a very stressful time, and I didn't understand it. But yeah, I never forget. I got out all my no. The doctor told me first. He said, "I'm gonna give you 2 months supply, but I need you to promise me something." And this shouldn't even happen. And I was like, "Right, what? Check this out." They made me promise not to overdose, and then tell me basically just by taking 1 month's worth, like if you open it like 28 tablets and a bottle of spirits, that's all I needed to end my life. Why would you tell somebody that? They did it on purpose. They planted that seed in my mind. TikTok, I swear to you, yeah. This is after I was abused by this Aries warlock, the DL Aries warlock, the one that stole from me, yeah. And I had the audacity to make the third party act like I was the third party. No, boo boo. Don't get it twisted. You was one cheating, not me. But anyway, this person was putting spell work on me. I didn't know about projections or even ritual. I didn't know about any of that shit. So anyway, and I kept wondering, I felt so low. I just didn't want to live no more. So anybody that's been there, I know it. What it feels. I've been there. I got out every single tablet. I kid you not. And I got them on the pile. Never forget, I got them on the pile on the table. Yeah, this is not the first time I've taken overdoses before. I tell you straight up and down, I have, and that's for the consequences of it because it didn't work. No, it's not saying it didn't work. I shouldn't say that. Scratch that. God wasn't allowing it. Do you understand? God wasn't allowing it. Could that have been anybody else? They wouldn't be here. So I got out of months. In fact, I went that deep because I want to make sure there was no mistakes. So I emptied out 2 months worth. Do you understand? That's almost six. That's 56 tablets. Yeah. I then went to the off license. Yeah. And because I knew the damage that alcohol did to my vessel and all the medication I had to be on because of it, and the fact that I couldn't even digest food because of it, that's what stopped me. I kid you not. I could not bring myself to purchase that bottle of spirit. Do you understand? Now that was my soul protecting me. That was my guides protecting me. That was my ancestors protecting me. Do you understand? This wasn't how you're meant to go. Do you understand? So the point I'm trying to make to you is you see these medications, it's just easy access for these people to manipulate you. So it's literally like you're being pimped by the system. And I healed myself. Well, I didn't heal myself. All the glories to God. God healed me. I kid you not. These people cannot take credit for me, my existence. Hell no. They was never there. They never supported me. They never did shit for me. If anything, they're the perpetrators of certain traumas I had to experience, certain abuses I went through, the crimes they committed on me since I was a child to keep me down, keep me suppressed. And I still got through. And I did this because I had friends I grew up with collective, I kid you not, yeah, that didn't make it. And that made me angry because they should be here living a fruitful life. And I get that divine timing is there for a reason. But that's the only thing I regret is why can I ever learn further back before what I know now? And God said you can't save everybody, you know? And that was a hard pill to swallow. There are people that should still be here. And they're not here to speak for themselves. I speak for them. Because I knew them. Because they came from what I came from. They was a black sheep. They was targeted. They was abused from birth. Do you understand? They don't like the fact of your balance. That's what burns them. You see, when you heal heartache, I don't know, it's weird. Do you know what's mad, yeah, collective? These people, yeah, are more angry at the fact of you don't harbor resentment and you're not bitter. So that doesn't that confirm, yeah, that they did these things to you deliberately to bring you down to their level. They even teamed up. And we're talking relentlessly. We never got a break. It's like we learned how to multitask spiritual warfare. Once I got that calling and I answered it, it was a wrap. And the fact that we put our trust in God and not these people, now they want to say, "Oh, he doesn't exist." Just that. Well, how the fuck was the planet created? Duh. It didn't create itself. Do you know what I mean? It's like now they're trying to do everything now in their power to make people believe that it doesn't exist. Do you understand? Because it doesn't align with what they want. Instead of us believing all the shit they tell us, even in the Bible, this shit's missing out of it too. This is not the, like, do you know what I mean? This ain't the original copy. They give us their version. Do you understand? Which, in a sense, doesn't make it even. There's no balance there. It keeps them up there and us down there. Does that make any sense? Don't have it. And it says, my people perish through a lack of knowledge. And I never understood that until I understood that. But yeah, they hate the fact that you're balanced. The fact that you're balanced, yeah, is heartbreaking to these people. So clearly, it doesn't align with the smear campaign. It's not matching up. The math ain't mathing. Do you understand? Yeah. Don't fall for these bogus offers. Someone wants to come in and give some fake love proposal. No, boo boo. Because that's like saying you're a knight, they're a knight, and you're an empress. That's an imbalance. Do you understand? You're on two different levels of alignment. In fact, yeah, scratch that. These people ain't even aligned. They're de-aligned. Let me just say that. This is why. Do you know what? Why do you think when you see someone that's like crazy obsessed about someone, that's not natural? That's spell work. Do you understand? That's some deep-rooted black magic. And once you're blind to it, they love the fact when people's blind to it. Anybody that can see, I don't mean see, I mean see, they don't like that. Yeah. So you got people out there that may want to give you fake love offers, fake love offers of love. Don't fall for it. We already know, innit? The devil always send an agent first. And what they do, they like to overwhelm you with fake love, like love bomb you. Classic covert narcissistic tactic. Trying to visualize the life with you. Lies. Lies. Do you understand? But let's be clear. This is why discernment is crucial, especially now. Because for some of us, we've been doing this for donkey's years. And it's literally like what was happening was every time you was awakened up to something, get out of my shit. Every time you was awakened to something or evolving in some way, shape, or form, they were sending an agent. Do you understand? To pull you back down again. I didn't realize it at first. And then I thought, hold on a minute. I noticed the pattern. I was thinking, okay. Especially when you're abstinent. Do you understand? You got to remember, alcohol, spirit is a spirit. That's why they call it spirit. It's demonic. Don't get me wrong, you can burn ganja, but it's if you overdo it. And I did the same thing. But I didn't realize I had to protect myself from the spell work that was coming at me. I didn't realize. I just thought that it was my own thoughts, my own feeling, and it wasn't. Do you understand? It was projections. And this is what these people do. Once they see that it works, they continue to do so. Yeah. These are people that are mad because they can no longer steal your ideas or money making venture. For some of you, they have been stealing your creative ideas. They know it too. For some of you, you thought people like, say for instance, you want someone's opinion on a creation or a creative venture you want to go on, and you believed you could trust this person. No. And he always would downplay or make out like, oh, they ain't gonna go anywhere. Or give you excuses as to why you shouldn't waste your time. Yeah. Stay away from them people. Yeah. That's what he wanted. They want to tennis sword you. It's like they want to give you some type of massive heartbreak or massive betrayal to keep you in that frequency. Because whilst you're in that frequency, this is what they can do, yeah? When you stay in that low vibrational frequency, especially for too long, especially if you're not protected or you're not aware, this is how they can take people out. I make it look as though you took your own life. Lies. Do you understand? And that's why they keep attacking you the way they do. Making sense? Yeah. So yeah. Some of you are actually utilizing your creative ideas. You're doing it the right way in the sense of you're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping it to yourself. Or you're keeping what you share to a minimal. For some of you, you do have people that take it this way. Although a lot of people from your past were snakes, not all of them were snakes. That makes any sense? I'm also seeing that some of these people, some people that it's up to you, collector, because so many people may have entertained the gossip, may have also spread the gossip. Some of them may have just kept quiet. Do you understand? They're realizing the error of their ways, some of them. You got some that are actually genuinely remorseful, and you got some that's fake as shit and pretending to be remorseful, only to ride your coattails or attach themselves back to you. Do you understand? So it can benefit them. But let's be clear. They don't have any good intentions for you. No matter how they make it look, things are never what they seem. Their goal is to set you up. It's literally like there's a bounty in your head, and there's like 25 people all battling to be the one to take you down. And the one that can do it will get the most. Do you understand? And this doesn't have to just be friends. This could even be like lovers from the past. I'm being honest. The only thing I can do is be honest. I can't lie. That's one thing I'm not going to do. Don't do it. Do you understand? You got to think. Look at all you've had to overcome. Where was any of these people? They've always been watching you, man. Don't get twisted. Even in your darkest days, they was laughing at you. You've come this far by the grace of God. Why would you allow these people to take it all from you? Because they're only coming in to sabotage you and hold you back. They want what's in you. Because they're already being exposed as impersonators. Do you understand? Some of these people will be going to jail for identity theft. Let me just put that on the table right now. And it could be family too. I wouldn't advise it. It's not sincere. Yeah, because if they made no effort now, why? If they made no effort before, why now? Because they know. Because what they did still is being returned to you. And then you got pain and suffering. For some of you, the way these people smeared your name, tried to humiliate you with lies, defamation, you can sue every single one of them. For some of you, even the court system, the authorities in the police, some of these solicitors that didn't do their job. Oh, yeah. It's like, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Listen, you're a millionaire. You've got the Empress. What did I tell you? There's an Emperor in the reverse that has something to say. This could be a father figure. This could be someone from your past. This could be a family member. Even though it says Emperor, guys, it could still be a female. It just could be a female in manly energy. But blue is your throat chakra. So this is someone that's got something to say. You're not obligated to listen to anybody. Do you understand? They need to stand on everything they said. They need to stand on everything they did. Do you understand? Period. So yeah, you got the Emperor. It's funny how the Emperor in the reverse landed on the Magician card. So I'm seeing that as this is the person responsible for initiating these rituals, or for in being like having the involvement of these secret societies. Because once they couldn't do it, once they failed, they went to other demonic groups to do the same. Do you understand? To help them. But they lied. That's why they're in the reverse. They're evil. They're not honorable at all. Do you understand? They go off an image. And they know with your gifts, you can blow their fake persona sky high. In fact, we are doing it. Yeah, told you. You're standing in your birthright, you're standing in your power, you're standing in your authority that these people can do. This is why they try to bully you, goad you, trick you, hack your accounts. Somebody even made fake accounts. They've been making fake AI to try and make it look as though you're doing things that you're not. Mm. And that's all backfiring. Why? Because it's false. Just like last year was the year of exposure. This year is the year of anything built off of stolen energy or faulty foundations is crumbling. And that whether that be brickwork or relationships, commitments. Do you understand? So if you had a spell on somebody to keep that person obsessed about you, that shit is broken. So you might have looked like, I don't know, who can I say? You might have looked like Angela Bassett when you got together, but then this person woke up and seen a gremlin with a wig on. They woke up seeing a gremlin with a wig on. They woke up seeing a gremlin with a wig on. You know you got your comment family in there watching you too, innit? I can sense you in there. Because I feel this person, I'm sensing this person is watching, yeah? They was the one that tried to bully their way or bulldoze their way into your energy and shut you up. They want you to shut up. You don't have no authority over the collective. Do you understand? You may have authority over those Jezebelian witches that chose to submit to you. And I think that gave you like a inflated ego. Do you understand? A false sense of entitlement. But yeah. The universe is backing you because this is the let me see the cut. Yeah, this is the universe. And I think the darker one is spirit. Yeah, this is universe, which is spirit in it. Mama Gaia. Mama Gaia. Yeah. Just straight to the point. You know when to raise that sword and say what you got to say and keep it moving. Continue to do so. Because like I said, innit, the universe backs you. Ooh. Did you see that? Let me get one more spirit ancestors. King of Wands in the reverse. Well, actually, it was upright, but oh, okay. Fuck off. Okay. Collector, you have the gift of calling judgment. You know it's a chakra color, isn't it? You have the gift of calling judgment. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So the moon's in the reverse. So that's why what I just say to you, not to say to you about illusions are being shattered, the unseen is being seen. So any hexes or curses or root magic people have been doing on people has been denounced null and void, or is being returned to these people. Period. Possibly a king of wands, and so that's two males here. Or maybe they're the two main individuals. Yeah, because wands is fire, so this was yeah. Maybe this one was probably giving the orders, and this person was taking the action. Or rounding people up to attack. Because wands is fire, and that's attacking. I did say everything done in the dark will come to light. And this is why they don't want people with authority calling judgment, because they know it's a wrap. Once you call judgment or um, denounce any contract or any false consent, do you understand? Meaning someone else has gone out and lied to someone and said, oh, they gave me permission. Do you understand? Nah. And a lot of these people have done that, especially family members. You got like people you may have, like, whether it's baby fathers or baby mothers, they was involved too. Ooh, this is a whole lot. These are ooh, but then again, these still can be females. So we got the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Emperor in the reverse. So these are people that like to control people. These are people that don't like people that ask questions or think for themselves. These are people that also don't want you to go and do your own research or your own investigation. They expect you to just take their word for it and act on that. And for the most part, I don't know whatever manipulation they used collective, but it worked. People took the bait. But regardless of whether they was lied to or duped, it makes no difference spiritually. Because it was your job, do you understand, to verify it. None of you verified it. So if you didn't verify it, that's how you truly felt anyway. So don't use that as an excuse to get out of your judgment. Not gonna fly. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. I really saw some coming and spying in the comic section, but hiding incognito. They like to do that. It's really funny how these people got a lot to say behind your back, but they can never say it to your face. Funny that. To me, that's a coward. I would never respect that ever. Told you. What did I say about you speak? You are justice. You are justice collective. Period. And it's in here. It's in your throat chakra. This is why they try to silence you. Do you understand? So that tells me someone tried to either walk in your light or destiny swap with you and take your voice. All they can never take your destiny, yeah? All they can do is impersonate. And this is why, from 9 times out of 10, they want to take you out to secure their spot, which I find quite funny actually. Now, this is somebody that may have some type of authority figure. Oh shit. Again, So these are people that actually make a living out of breaking spiritual law in some way, shape, or form. Or these are all part of some type of allegiance. And swords is meant to be like authority figures. It could even be people that think, oh, this could rob the police, corrupt officials. Do you understand? Possibly the ones that are trying to set you up, because that's another thing they've been doing as well. They've been trying to strategically find ways to set you up. For some of you, you may remember that you may have been what's the word? You may have been arrested at times for things you know you didn't commit. They were trying to pin things on you to put you in jail. You understand? For some of you, they even tried to alter your record to make it look as though you committed heinous crimes that you would never even imagine, let alone carrying out. And it's funny how they get very inventive. I wouldn't say it's inventive. I would say they're literally just listing down shit they've done and their own characteristics. Think about it. This is why they sound so convincing too. Mhm. These are people that was probably illegally surveillancing you, all of those things. Okay. Yeah, I told you. This is universe. We got the universe and your heart. This is why you're at the top of the wheel. Because you healed your heart, you forgave, but you didn't harbor resentment. And you chose to move forward. You chose not to stay in that pain, which is what these people wanted to do. So it's like they wanted to keep making you relive the trauma that they put you through, or the traumatic crimes they perpetrated on you. 'Cause what I really want to know is certain crimes I know, even though they did it when you was a child, depending on what the crime is, they can still be prosecuted for it in today's day. You do not. It's called historic something something. Look into it, though, collective. I don't need to go into details, but I can clearly see that there's a lot of us that have experienced this that never got any justice for it. And for some of you, there are things I sense that you've kept to yourself. It's like you internalized it, or you blamed yourself in some shape or form. Don't blame yourself. Do you understand? It ain't your fault. And by doing that, it's like they win in a sense that makes any sense. Because then they feel that they had the right to violate you and steal your innocence as a child. No, they don't. Do you understand? Doesn't matter if it's family, parents, siblings, whatever, whoever, makes no difference. Because we're gonna have people wanting to. I kind of sense in that not just give to you what was rightfully yours. People want to support you now. I don't know if it's guilt or the truth coming out, maybe. But I am seeing things being returned to you that was yours. For instance, I don't know if they took things from you or creative ideas. That's either a lawsuit or whatever they obtained from it will be returned to you, collective. Because it was your creation. Do you understand? It was your fault. You was the one that put that shit together. And it's another reason why these people are disgusting. Do you understand? Psh, there's a lot I could say, but you know what? Hold that thought. You know what you want to speak it into existence, collective. Yeah. You go for the worst. I'm saying, like, anything from here on out is a doddle. And this color is your sacral chakra. Another thing as well, your diet. You need to change your diet. Anything you crave is parasitic. Do you understand? You should have control over your vessel where you don't crave things. The only thing you should be craving is God, enlightenment, and involvement, and higher levels of consciousness. Period. I know I've already done it myself. I used to love sweeties. Yeah, I was terrible. Terrible. I used to eat chocolates, ice cream, gatos. I don't know where I got it from. Yeah, I had a very big sweet tooth. Not anymore. I cut it all out. It's just not good for you. That would kill you quicker. But you got to remember also, collective, you're only a product of your own upbringing. You're a product of your own upbringing. Yeah, these are people, told you. Could be seen 5-5. Yeah. Because remember, blue is throat chakra, so there's talks. There's gossip, whether that be amongst these groups of individuals, finding out about deceits and hidden agendas, how they was lied to get people to join some bandwagon of attacking and trying to take someone's life, possibly. Everybody's different, but I know for certain, definitely, is about some deceit and hidden agenda, dirty dealings, dodgy dealings. Do you understand? Like exchange of money under the table springs to mind. Mm. Someone thinks they bought and paid for you. That was random. Somebody believes they bought and paid for you. You can't pay people. You can't buy people. Do you understand? You definitely ain't buying my collective. The only thing you bought is your karma. Yeah. Solar plex. Ten of Cups. Love. Well, that's what you emanate anyway. You could be seeing 10-10. Let me take this one out of my ear. Ooh. You could be seeing 10-10. For some of you, they try to cloak who you are. Cloak your energy. Oh, I can't scratch. Stop it. No, I won't scratch. It's not going to look very ladylike on camera. I have to try and wait or try and ignore it. Some of you could be seeing 999, 10-10. You're literally, you're a walking money magnet. Yeah. Some of you just had some type of spiritual initiation with the higher realms, high priestess. Either a high priest or for a male, it'd be no high priestess for a female, high priest for a male. But either way, it can be male or female. Again, this is your solar plex, which means like you're balanced. You're not only you balanced, but you're in alignment. So this is why these people have been working tooth and nail to pull you out of alignment in some way, shape, or form. Do you understand? It's literally like they try to you into retaliation or fighting back towards them in a negative way, just so that they could trap your energy. Do you understand? Yeah, they want to cage you. That's what I'm saying. But collective, I'm like a bird. I wanna fly away. Ah-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ah-na-na-na-na-na-na. But these people wanted you caged. I just heard shelved and caged. So they wanted to try and have you under some type of zombie control. and then they only let you out when they want to, and then you have to like perform things for them and get nothing for it, and then they put you right back. So someone like is trying to cock block you, you have no right. Especially these people that have like multiple third parties and are married. So they're in a commitment. Do you understand? But you're trying to think that you can cock block somebody else. Make that make sense. You don't have no authority. Do you understand? You need to worry about your own backyard. How about that? Yeah. They hate that fact that your heart is healed. Princess of Swords. You know who you are. You know yourself. Do you understand? You make decisions that's in the betterment or that are in your that are in your best interest. So it's like you love yourself, you strengthened your own self-esteem. So these people can't convince you, they can't trick you into shit. Do you understand? They're just mad that they tricked themselves out of their own destiny. Not you. They did that all by themselves. They took their free will. I mean, the choices they made, that's on them, collective. Don't let these people make you feel bad for making messed up decisions. I'm telling you, don't allow these people to make you feel bad. Because I promise you, when they was doing this shit they was doing to you, oh, they celebrated abusing you. Do you understand? Some of these people, you're going to find out, was watching you distraught, watching you cry yourself to sleep at night. Do you understand? They watched the torment you suffered. And they wanted to add more onto that. Now they're feeling exactly what they put you through. And seeing that some people, the right people, want to support and push you. Maybe they've obtained some type of knowledge or information. Yeah, this with vindication. Some of you may have been accused of things you didn't do. Yeah. Oh. So I'm seeing a pattern here. I keep seeing the sacral chakra card and the solar plex. Oh, so they was attacking vessels. So what I'm saying is, because you're not anxious, you're not sick. That's another thing as well. You're not sick. Your equilibrium's balanced. I don't know why that came up. These people is detriment to these people. So now they're in their head. They're in turmoil. They're in anxiety. So the same despair they tried to put you in is now what they're experiencing. They'll never admit it though, but it is what it is. I'm telling you. These are people in your community. For some of you, even people that don't even live in the same country as you, that have some type of allegiance to these organizations, they're attacking you too. Some of them have to they have to yield their shit back up. It was unjustified and unwarranted, misdirected. Now they see why you was in your hermit mood. Do you understand? That was the best place for you, I'm being honest. Best place for you, because look at you now. They know you're not easy, they can't mislead you. Yeah. They feel trapped about this. Somebody's probably having gut problems. I don't know if it's like a gastric indigestion, possibly. Or maybe like what's the word? Someone's belly's doing knots. Is there one or two things in it? There's no middle ground for these people, so they're completely out of balance. Some people, what? Some people having trouble controlling their bowels. Yeah, I don't know about that, but if that's the case, I don't know what to say about that one. Sorry. Don't know what to say about that one. No, I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm just laughing at the way it's coming out. I will never apologize for having a sense of humor. I will never apologize. Yeah, step off. Like, what's wrong with these people? Yeah, just moving forward. They hate the fact that you're moving on to common waters. They couldn't stop you or block you. They're saying no matter what they do, you keep moving forward. It's literally like you're in beast mode, collective. Keep going. People may want to collaborate with you. Just take that how it resonates. You know, I kind of get that. You're not really in a space where you want to trust anybody. You keep people at arm's length. I don't blame you. I would do too. The worst is ones that people trying to come to offer support or try and be some type of guiding light. And when you blow that light out, you're looking at some type of demon from some unseen realms. And they conjured up demons from unseen realms that we may not have known existed. Like 1,000 and odd year old demons. And they're tearing these people a new one, I say that much. How long have I been on here? Someone said, can they ask a question? Banks, bills. What is it you want to ask? They always say that and then they don't say anything. Alright, Spirit. Give me some confirmations for the collective, please and thank you. Yeah. You're determined. They couldn't stop your determination. Mm-hmm. Some of you, they couldn't stop your determination or your forward movement. You know where you're going, or you know where you want to go. Do you understand? And that's powerful in itself. It's like you're not confused. And that's what they like. That's another one of the little tricks is to have people in confusion. It's like they want to confuse people about who you are or who they are. You know exactly who you are. Speak it. Do you understand? So you have forward movement. We want more, Spirit, please, and thank you. Thank you. Cancer and ooh, told you. They're mad because you couldn't be tempted or bribed. That's just confirming that these little things that's been coming up as clearly has something else attached to it. And that also includes people trying to give you things. Be mindful of that too. That I don't take this from people. Period. Look, you're still progressing forward, regardless. It's like your success beckons. High Priestess has come out again in the upright. Ooh. It's like you stepped in your power. I can't if I can get three of these up at this. Yeah. You're fully stepping in your power. And you're utilizing your authority. You're utilizing the energy you have. Do you understand? You're making sure your focus is right. And this is what is leading you out. Yeah, you're very stern, so it's like you're in a very not standoffish. What I'm saying is you're very firm with who you are and where you're going. Do you understand? And you ain't letting nothing stop you. Not even the devil could stop you. You refuse the offer. You refuse the offer of the devil. And because you refuse and you couldn't be sacrificed, it's putting these people in the Five of Pentacles. Because it says putting these people back where they belong. Back where they started. Yeah. They didn't stand a chance, collective. They didn't stand a chance. And it was always guaranteed that you was going to make it. Some of you are... Don't speak it out. Don't tell anybody. If you're going to do that, write it down and keep it secret. But somebody... Never doubt your dreams and your aspirations. Never doubt whatever it is you wanted to create or are in the process of creating. That's a yes. You can feel it. Yeah. It's because you accepted your fate. Your fate. So it's like saying you fully stepped into who you are. Someone's asking about something. I'm not sure what it is, but the card is saying that would be a yes. So if there is something you were thinking of doing or a thought you may have had about a particular individual, I wasn't sure of, that's your confirmation. You understand? That, excuse me, that's your confirmation. Hold on a minute, guys. Prank. Hold on, hold on. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you've been seen as a Queen of Pentacles with star energy. So that means people see your potential. Do you understand? So I'm getting that they couldn't, whoever these people are, because it's different for everybody, they couldn't stop people from seeing your potential. So that's like saying they couldn't put a hindrance on your world, basically. They couldn't change your wheel of fortune. And they can no longer steal or swap it out or whatever it is these people was doing. Looks like a yes. Someone said they wanted to ask a question and then they still haven't. Make that make sense? Like, who does that? Yeah. It looks like a yes. You're gonna. Some of you are expecting some type of good news. But it's gonna be different for everybody. Do you know what I mean? But what I can say is, you know what your situation is for the most part. There's an unexpected surprise on the horizon. And you know, I noticed with the universe as well. It's always right on time and always when you're not expecting it. So I'm seeing it's gonna be like blindsided, but in a good way. Do you understand? So this explains why some of these people now want to reconnect because they know what's coming to you. And they know it's because this is what he was either trying to hold back from you or steal from you. Yeah. Strength. So that's like saying he was trying to overpower you, control you, and he was doing that through all different types of lower level tactics. Leo energy could be a Leo. I'm also seeing how can you even put a measurement on the strength of someone based on how they look? Just a thought. They just didn't realize how strong you was. So whoever initiated it in the first place, they need to go back to those people because your family always knew. They always knew. This is why they tried to like beat you down verbally by making you feel insecure about yourself. So they was using some very underhanded tactics to take your strength from you. Wicked. Yeah. This is confirmation again then. Confirmation. Woo! 222, you could be seeing collective. Yeah. So this is not so there's people that are not happy. Or some truth is coming out about a loveless relation or like a one-sided relationship. Purely for the fact of how you emanate happiness. You find your own inner happiness in a situation that you was being abused. and taken from. So the abuse must have been quite severe, or it's very debilitating. Yeah. That's in the reverse. So you might have been, you had to heal in it. Healing takes, no one can put a time limit on healing. My healing journey after the abuse I experienced took me, I'll be honest with you, almost 3 years. That's how much damage was done. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. I would say the spiritual side of it, someone's trying to shut me up. I would never shut up. The spiritual side of it took longer because I didn't understand about soul ties and shit like that, and how people attach cords. That's what these warlock and witches do. And they do it through sex. And even if they go off and have another partner and be married, they still have an attached. They still keep something attached to you to siphon from you. Yeah, that's what they do. No, it's like you'll always see. This is how you can tell. Yeah, that it's not balanced. One looks all flourishy and bright-tailed, bushy-eyed, and then the other one looks dehydrated like the Sahara Desert. That's a telltale sign. These people don't deal with balance. Yeah. You continue forward with whatever it was you was accomplishing. You was building. You was building and you continue. This is what you was doing in the background. This is what people didn't see. Do you understand? So whilst they was out there slandering, stealing, impersonating, whatever else collective, you was building up your spiritual vessel. You was building up your core. So that way, when God revealed you back to society, do you understand? Like you are now, unbreakable. Do you understand? Some of you are going to say God showed you exactly what unconditional love felt like and the true meaning of unconditional love. So you're about to obtain something when you, I don't know, if you buy lottery or buy a scratch card, you're about to get a very big surprise. I'm hearing multiple actually. Sorry, I have to say it like it is. Isn't it? I'm hearing multiple. People are impressed with your level of work and your ethics. Do you understand? And how it's literally like, how can I say? You don't let the little things set you back. Do you understand? And no matter how many times these people try to knock you down, you keep getting back up until you became unable to for them to knock you down. It came to a point where these people wasn't able to knock you down. So they're driving themselves crazy. Do you understand? Trying to knock you over. Do you understand? I just heard someone say they want to take you down a peg or two. The only person that's on the high horse is you people. Yeah. They're the only ones on a high horse collective. The same ones that hide behind fake accounts. Exactly. They're mad that you're not interested in any of these people. And that's your free will collective. Just like they took their free will to do the dirty things they did to you. Do you understand? And they want to attack you because you want nothing to do with them. May that make sense? Is that logical? Is that rational? No. Let me see what else is in this BS. I swear people only just do that. It's like they like to interrupt the live. And mean, for me in the chat, why would you ask? Can't I ask a question? Ask the goddamn question and see if I answer or not. What's the problem? Trying to pretend like you've got manners and respect. But I can guarantee you've been one of the flying monkeys trying to do me harm. And now you want to play like you're Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy. I ain't falling for that BS. I wasn't born 6 hours ago. Yeah, I was born at night, but not last night. I was born at night, but not last night. If anyone's got any questions that you want me to answer, you know what to do. Have I got any, what's the word again? I don't know. Everybody keeps saying about have you got any goals, like gift goal. I don't even know how that shit works. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, feel free to send me a gift if you want. Yeah. These are people that are doing divination abuse because they're concerned about this genuine offer you're going to receive. Do you understand? Every day you get up, collective, it's literally like another nail in these people's coffin, is what I can say. And it's weird because the only thing I ask is that you share the live. That's it. So if we can share the live, I'd be much appreciative. Yeah. Can I get some confirmation? Spirit, please, and thank you. Can I get some? What's the outcome for this? Yeah. These are told the same thing, just the people that are just clout hungry. Same thing like, oh! They're mad that you're just not caring. You're just doing you. It's like you're in your own little bubble doing you. Told you, these are clout hungry people that are trying to get a viral moment off of your demise. That's not going to happen. What was I saying about people that mine for money? That's people that mine for money, and that's someone may have illegally married you against your consent and without your consent, against your free will, for money, to steal money from you. That's causing legal issues. That's the only reason why this Aries X wants to come back around you, collective. They're caught. This is someone that may even have like some type of fraudulent business. Maybe they try to say they're the owner of your business that's in your name because they put you in this fraudulent marriage to steal. So someone's been siphoning shit off the whatever you should have that should have came to you. This Aries and this Pisces kitchen witch have been stealing it and getting people to assist them to steal it. Do you understand? And then when they get caught, they have the audacity to try and plant it or blame you for it or try and set you up for shit that they stole. Make it make sense. This is the only reason why this infected Aries wants to come back around you, try and get into. Yeah, the same one that's creeping. He's in the live, and I tell you what, can you try to like shut me up? You have no power. You're weak. You gave your power when you sold your soul. Yeah. These are people that probably caught them STDs through always partying. Like, what did I say to you? They're like, what do you call them things again? Swingers party. These are people that will masquerade as something else, somebody else, just to lure people to them. These are people older as well, man. This is why they like youngsters. Yeah. They're holding a grudge collector because you killed yourself, which is mad. Yeah, these are people that are actually broke. So these are people, do you know what I mean? With all what they stole from multiple people, they got nothing to show for it because they squander money. So what can you teach anybody? But you feel you have the right to own people when you can't even balance out your own life. So maturity clearly does not come with age. If anything, for these people, it declines with age. Same thing I told you, the same people out there with the fake smiles. Oh, I want to support you. No, support me for what? And why now? Because when my collective really needed the support, where was you people? Oh, I know. You was just sat watching, gossiping in your little group chat, sharing images and all the rest of that bullshit. I know. I could see it clearly. They could have never. Don't get too above yourself. But I'm not sensing like females. Maybe they try to get people to jump in the spiritual realm. Collective. It could have been all five of them. And you fly kicked every single one of them. And the instigator got fly kicked in her chest. How about that? But you could never, not whilst I'm breathing air, move to me in the physical realm. You're not that brave. You can only do this in the astral realm. Because that's where you think that you're big and bad and brochure. And then you're coming in a gang and you still got your ass laid out. Yeah, I bet you're in your head about it. The only thing you're in your head about collective, they don't want to go to jail, but I'm gonna say it again. Either jail or a coffin, but either way, we don't care. Told you, they're being haunted. They're being questioned about the lies, the no facts. And the reason why they're trying to slander your name is because they're a thief. They claim some type of assets that was left in your name and they spent it with this little Jezebel. So that's like saying there might have been like a past of a loved one, left you life insurance or some shit like that. And these disgusting entities stole it. And obviously they used the coven affiliation to keep this shit under the table. So clearly, that includes false documents, maybe even a false notary letter, false signature, forgery, theft, fraud. And that's all they do. So these are people, this is their job. And they wonder why their ass is infected. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah. They hate we're too busy winning, doing us. They can't stand that. Well, I will say collective is like same shit, different day. And the funny thing is, when these people, even your family as well, when they pay people to like lie on you, pay people to spy on you, the same people that they paid to lie on you, it's so funny. The minute they see you coming, the way they do a U-turn so fast, they give themselves whiplash. Even I've observed it. I just act like I don't see you. Because you don't exist. And you will never exist. And I take comfort in knowing that I live in your mind rent free. I take comfort in knowing that's what's eating you alive. I take comfort in knowing people know exactly who I truly am. I take comfort in knowing you've exposed yourself for the jealous, envious, unhealed individual that you are. That's doppelgangers too. Do you understand? You can copy all you like, you will never be the blueprint. And that's what burns you the most. You will never be the blueprint. They say that copying is like the highest form of flattery. That's a lie. It's the highest form of insult. Instead of worrying about trying to be a better version than the collective, that doesn't make any sense. You need to focus on being a better version of yourself. Do you understand? So clearly, who's got the issue? For some of you, these people actually try to use your information or in some way, shape, or form, like fraudulently, I'm seeing, trying to set you up. And then going as far as calling the authorities to stage some type of takedown, and that backfired. So you may be getting some type of correspondence regarding this, or you may be getting approached in some way, shape, or form. It's not going to be like they're shedding any light. They're just basically confirming what you already know, collective. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been, for some of you, you've been saying this. You've been saying this for so long. Do you know what I mean? But yet they was like saying, "Oh, she's crazy. Don't listen to her." So now the people that was fed disillusion and lies are realizing now they've been played. These are people that knew they abused you and they didn't want people to know. So what they did was they ran it into the community first, lied on you, and made out like you did all the things to them that they did to you. I wasn't able to back up anything. Collective, for some of you, you've been showing evidence of what these people did to you. Do you understand? They didn't. But they was able to pay people to collaborate a lie. Do you understand? And now when these people have gone back and questioned them again and saying, "Yeah, but didn't you confirm that's what was said, or you witnessed this and that?" Lies. These people are hiding now. Now they ain't got no mouth. Now they're nowhere to be seen. And that's where the lawsuit comes in. You can't destroy someone's reputation and someone's name, someone's business and someone's potential. I think that shit's gonna fly. All out of your own insecurity and jealousy. It's not gonna fly. And you're out there saying now you want people to stop talking about it. We will never. But it was right when you was going around profusely telling these lies. Now the truth hit the atmosphere. Do you understand? And the universe is supporting it. I wonder why. Lies will always be rejected by the universe. Do you understand? So now people's realizing the risk they took for lies. So you're only trying to be nice now because you know the things you did to my collective is prosecutionable. For some of you, it's a jailable offense. That's all your main concern is. You don't want to go to jail. You don't care about the damage you did. You don't care about the people you hurt. You don't care about the fact that you came for people's children. And we're supposed to compromise? Oh no, boo boo. We're going all the way. You don't scare us. You start using fear-mongering scare tactics. You tried that shit to no avail. Oh, my friend was watching. Oh, thank you. Yeah, what you did was not a mistake or an accident. It was a deliberate act. It was a deliberate, premeditated plan that you followed through on, because that's what you do. And the fact that the collective is still here makes your life unsafe, because we know we can deconstruct your whole organization by speaking our truth. Family too. So in a sense, you did us a favor. The way you abused us, you did us a favor. As harsh and as brutal as it was, you did my collective a favor. Because people have watched the progress over the years. But what they wasn't aware of was you people's underhanded, dirty attack tactics that you was implementing to the highest level relentlessly. Do you understand? Even paying other people to join in. So it's literally like my light working Earth Angel Starseed collective that stood all alone, obliterated multiple covens, clapped them one by one. Galanga, clapped them two by two, clapped them three by three. People never be better than me. Yo! That's just joking. And the worst thing about his collective, they hate to see you smile. I'm always going to keep smiling. Because I've been to hell and back multiple times. I've climbed the highest mountain with people that I believed had my back. I carry people I should never have carried. And it's fine. It's a lesson learned. And I'm not bitter about it. So I don't understand why these people are bitter about you sharing your testimony. But they can testify to lies. I'm confused. Like, what's really going on? But keep going. We ain't stopping. We're just getting started. And for the most part, honestly, I like when you take the aspect of